World Cup number 15, grand final, best of 5 it is. A match between these two fellas. It's Infi and Romantic. Romantic, the most talented human in the world, only 22 years old. Quite a few successes recently. GCS, 4th place in summer. Made it to the playoffs again in fall. Oh no, in winter. But then there was Foggy stopping him, but that was a different... That was a different game. That was offline. Now it's online again. So far, Romantic struggled offline a bit. Online a bit, I'm sorry. And once we swap these colors, we are fine, I guess. Yeah. Romantic in red, Infi in blue. Off we go to map number 1. I'm glad that I can bring you the final, man. Really, really glad. Looks like it's stable now. Okay, you and Mirror on Twisted. That's gonna be fun. I wonder if someone's going for a Mountain King, but usually Archmage is set in stone. Sometimes, very rarely, we see a Blood Mage harass. But this should be normal Archmage, Water Elementals, stuff like this. And I think Romantic is quite crazy in Mirror. I mean, the way he manhandled TH at GCS was super sick. With a lot of staff usage. And staff was absolute key, so he scouted a lot. Staffed onto the scouting unit. And then had a hell of a creep jack. But on Twisted, of course, both start with their laboratory, which is quite easy to take. And of course, if one has a Tome of Experience or a flute, this is already such a great advantage. Also, Robe of the Magi is the second most desirable thing, I guess. Maybe even the best one. More strength and Boots of Kel'Thuzad. Bad drops for Infi. Romantic on the other side, Rune Bracers and Tome of Knowledge. Which is okay, but also not the best. No imbalanced drops here. I think the Rune Bracers are slightly better if Infi decides to go for a Mountain King. But even then, he should be used more for Clap than for Stormbolting. I mean, he will snipe Priests, but Hero Focus is usually not a thing. In Human Mirror. So, leveling up to 3 is the priority here. It's cross positions, so maybe we see expansions, but that would be quite rare. There's no tech yet for Romantic, also he's super short on lumber, same goes for Infi, both without tech. Keep their little nulls in front of their base. Infi level 2.6, Romantic slightly behind, since Infi did the bigger creep. He's not scouting, oh okay, here's the scout unit, there's one from Romantic as well. Still severely lacking lumber. Now the Archmage is going over for the harass. What we see a lot in Human Mirror is, okay, he will not do it now because he sees this creep going on, so he'll try to steal the Overseer. But usually the Archmage go into the opponent's base and drop Water Elementals. If there's no Arcane Tower, then they can wreak havoc there. So who's gonna get the last hit? Is it Infi? No, it's Romantic. Level 3 and a Claws of Attack, which is really good. Level 3 now for Infi as well, who crept this little spot with his Militia and Footman, which is a little bit of a timing advantage, I think. But Romantic is making his way over now with his super strong level 3 AM. Still no tech on neither side, but Romantic is a lot closer. He called the Militia later, loses one now though. Doesn't block the entrance. There is one Arcane Tower to get rid of the Water Elemental. What's he going for? Is it the infamous Staff already? No, this time it's Boots. And yeah, with the Arcane Tower in range of the Water Elemental, he can't do too much about it now. Second Water Elemental summoned though. He really wants to break this, but on the other side, how much mana is there? 2 Water Elementals for Romantic as well. And Infi started the tech now, so if he gets rid of a few workers, that could really hurt him. On the other side, Infi is delaying Romantic's tech so hard. And now sends the Footman in. There's no defense from Romantic whatsoever. Infi is portaling back, and the Footmen are evacuating. Nice, almost a nice position for the town ball, though he could have trapped him there. But so he gets away without murder. And Infi's tech advantage is quite big. Look at this, man. That's like 10-15 seconds. Especially with a strong second hero. It could be a big advantage for either of the players. Town portal, of course, gone. But therefore he goes for a step of teleportation. Maybe he's playing the romantic strategies. No lumber mill for him yet. But yeah, that cost a lot of mining time for Infi to call the militia and defend at home. Shop is coming up now, though. What's Romantic going to do? We haven't seen any mercenaries so far. No pulling, no early aggression. The starting positions are not made for that, though. And again, oh, he's dropping the water elementals in the base, canceling this one. Oh, Infi is so good with his timing. The shop is gone, the next farm is gone. Again, militia being called. Again, lumber mining time. And oh my god, he's so close to the buildings. He gets the bigger mana potion. Infi is on fire here. Loses a footman over it, but in the return he gets a berserker. The trades are so well done. He's losing a lot of footmen most likely, though. But he gets the berserker. No, he's surrounded. The staff is on cooldown. No TP. Oh my god. This worked so well for Infi, but Romantic getting this surround all of a sudden level 4. And he killed a lot of footmen, as I said. So in the end, was it worth it? I guess it was. Look, only 4 footmen remaining. Hero level advantage definitely on Romantic's side now. And if he wants to go for a Mountain King, this is really bad now because, the Altar would have been occupied, but he gets them back at the tavern. Big advantage for Romantic now, but he needs to catch up in tech. He needs to get his shop up. But what a mistake to run into that surround. He was super greedy. He also used the big mana potion already. Could have been really useful now because, of course, from the tavern, you come out without any mana points. And Romantic turned it around. He can't go for Sanctums, or can go for the first one now. But, oh, on the other side, no Volt, yet also no... Okay, there's the Arcane Sanctum, but it's not that far behind anymore. Panda second for Romantic. I kind of like this choice because the tech is so delayed. On the other side, Infi is going for a Mountain King. The longer the game goes, the better the Mountain King becomes. And the weaker the Panda gets, because there's so many breakers. Well, there's gonna be so many breakers that the Panda has a lot of trouble, or a hard time finding its targets. Level 2 on the Panda, though. And, oh, the Archmage doesn't want to catch a Stormbolt there. Second Arcane Sanctum is coming, same for Romantic. And they are on equal footing now with the tech. But of course, level 4. Ah! Archmage is level 4 as well, so... This is quite nice. The early game went back and forth and back and forth. And all of a sudden, they're quite equal again. Stormbolt on the Archmage. She got a few good blocks out. So Mountain King is down to 50%. Mass Water Elementals. They really want to get the upper hand. Nice micro by Romantic. We saw it in his base. How many units he saved there. Sends the Water Elemental after it. But this is gonna be experience. Yes, it is. But he loses that footman over there. No, he sends him back, actually. Little mistake by Infi again. Priest with the Dispel upgrade against the Water Elementals, obviously. Same for Infi in a bit. Scroll of Regeneration, no expansions here. Panda 2.3, Archmage 4.4 with the first heal scroll. And yeah, look at this, man. 3 footmen here, hurt, sent back. I think he sacrificed this into the creeps. And now, who's gonna creep more? Who's gonna get to level 5 fast? Of course, they want their second heroes to 3. And if the Archmage would have gone for the other expansion, it could have been a big creep check now. But he's scouted in the wrong direction, so this Archmage time is quite wasted now. He gets the second heal scroll, and so Infi is without AoE heal, therefore gets a pendant of energy for more priest snipes, walking around without a town portal and without a working staff, as it is on cooldown. Panda level 3, Rune Braces, Belt of Giant Strength, quite tanky this boy. But he needs the Scroll of Regeneration to get his footman back up. And that's a cool thing, though, for Romantic now. He has so many more footmen than his opponent has. Oh, and he wants to go for an expansion. Greedy! But Invis Romantic sees him there. Kills the first peasant. There is another water elemental soon. And he's about to kill the second peasant. There we go. Dispel onto the water elemental, but he gets rid of the third peasant as well. Well done. And I think there's not enough Stormbolt. Can he get a surround? That would be big, but it's still there's a staff. So he would be reliant on Bash. I don't know if he passed Bash because usually Thunderclap is such a nice thing to go for in Human Mirror. Because it forces the priest to heal basically everything if they're on autocast, which they are. And the Panda's level 3. There's no breakers yet for Infi. And as long as there's no big breaker line, the Panda really hurts. Especially if you don't have a heal scroll. Which Infi doesn't have. Trying to go for the expansion once again. Cancels it now. Sends everything back as he saw the human army of Romantic approaching. But this could still be a pretty big creep jack. Here we go. Again, no TP. No staff. Breath of Fire coming in a little bit late, but does the damage. Mountain King gets the experience there though. Big invul potion. Quite helpful. How much mana is on the Archmage? Oh, 3 water elementals for Infi against 2 on Romantic side. Can he reach for a double kill with the Panda? There's another Breath of Fire. Oh, almost a double kill. But since he's stopping, little micro mistake by Infi. Loses the second one. Oh, and the block against the MK works like a charm, but not long enough. But the Archmage, what's he doing? Can he block him again? Just a split second too late for the body block. And now the priest's running around like a headless chickens. It's 6 of them. And he finally transitions into breakers. I think Romantic should be slightly ahead. The breakers, are they out already? No, but he thinks he has the time now to expand. And still no breakers. 50 supply, no breakers. I mean, he does have a lot of footmen, so there's no real reason to go for breakers at the moment. Romantic still trying to get the last hits to get level 5. He is ahead. And as I said, the longer the game goes, the better it is for Infi and his Mountain King. We have regeneration. Meh. At this point, at least. Can he get the last hit this time? No, Stormbolt secures the kill every time. I really like what Infi is playing now. Consolidating a bit after this pretty bad early mid game. Still no expansion. And still no surround here. I think we saw Bash there, right? If I'm not mistaken. 56 supply for Romantic, 48 on nice Breath of Fire into all the casters. And the magic damage works well against Footman. I think this looks really good for Romantic, especially with taking the fight now. This is a guaranteed forced invul potion soon. The next Breath of Fire is hitting hard. As you see, the priests are healing him up, but Infi's reaction with more breakers is quite nice. Even though the footmen do additional damage to them, they can just flee and heal up. And that's why the Panda starts to suck. Even if he's like a pretty good damage dealer with Drunken Brawler. And the Archmage in the meantime saw that there's an expansion, no tower, but a water elemental helps here, and so he staffs back. He's forced to staff back. Good reaction by Romantic. Doesn't hit too much with his Breath of Fire, and that was his last mana. I mean, with the Brilliance Aura too, that's of course helping. And that's level 5 for the Archmage. Level 3 Water Elementals, ladies and gentlemen! And the first Spellbreakers. I think he's just swapping out the Footmen now to get Breakers. Goes to level 4 on the second hero. He's forcing the fight again. This time he's equal in supply. There's still... oh, this time there's the invul potion. There's still a heal scroll. Mass Dispel everywhere. Level 4 the Panda. But still no Drunken Haste. But they are lined up for the next Breath of Fire perfectly. Infi's not realizing it yet. Okay, moves the priest back now. Oh, it's still a nice Breath of Fire. And so they're forced to heal themselves. And can't really focus on the breaker line up front. 1-0 upgrades on both sides for more attack. But Romantic, here's a new one here. No mana anymore for this Panda. Another Breath of Fire would be nice, but the priest count, look at it, it's ridiculous how much more healing Romantic has. The army is just way better. We called New Militia. There are quite a few breakers, but I think he can still deal with them. He's looking for a new blocker line there, as he doesn't have that much. Oh, this Breath of Fire again. Dispel on all the sides, and yeah, it's level 4 versus level 5 Archmage, and you see how much these Water Elementals can take, especially if you don't have that much mana on Priests. They have like 900 HP, and in the long run, they should be able to take it. This Priest of Romantic not in the greatest position, almost encircled by everything, but yeah, those are the game winners here. Actually, he did spell Brilliance Aura 3. I was surprised because they were quite... They were dispelled quite fast. So there's a lot of dispel now and a lot more Water Elementals. A rare occasion that we see Brilliance Aura 3 before Water Elemental. Maybe a misclick, maybe on purpose. Level 5 on the Archmage now. He remains on Brilliance Aura 2. Doesn't have the mana for Water Elemental yet, so we can't really check that. He gets, of course, a lot more mana for the Panda himself. But he shouldn't fight in that choke as long as there's so many breakers. He doesn't have a solution for breakers. Lots of Dispel being used, but he can't afford it, I guess. With all the priests he has. Level 4.5 on this AM. But Romantic can't really establish a blocker line. He's going for the Archmage now, trying to force the Town Portal. But he gets the Heal Scroll instead. 1-1 upgrades now. Advantage for Romantic. Plus 69 supply versus 57. Can the Water Elemental save him? I doubt it. Next Breath of Fire inbound. If he can get past the breakers, he does! Then level 4.4. This Mountain King is almost designed to die. Oh, gets the surround of the Panda though. Can he fight out there? There's 2 breakers hurt, but I think he can close it again. He's trying to swap something. Stab, is it in time? Where's there a Stormbolt again? There's a Stormbolt again. He kills the second hero, but on the cost of another second hero. We'll see about that. No Panda anymore, no AoE anymore. But will the sheer masses just do it? He's not going for a surround at all. He's just going for the priests. And Infi's calling for the GG. Despite the second hero kill, it was just too much what Romantic were throwing at him. And he could constantly dispel, he could constantly heal, thanks to Brilliance Aura 3. And that was quite a nice start. Twisted Meadows, usually not the best map for Human Mirror. Oh, it's going worse again, this stream? I think it's alright. Last Refuge is next, and Last Refuge is one of those maps where it's possible that one player goes tier 3, the other player goes tier 2. And thank you, Fliff, for the 4-month resub. Much appreciated, even though things are quite bad today. I'm dropping so many frames again, man. It was so good. I tested it for like 15 minutes. I have to lower the resolution again a bit. On YouTube this will be in high quality, so if you want to watch it later in 1080p 60 FPS, you can do it on YouTube. 1-0 for Romantic, and he underlines his status as one of the best Human Mirror players in the world. 57% win rate for Romantic. Infi on the other side has just 55. I'm glad you're back. English is not my native language, but Korean on Nice Game TV isn't either. Yeah, I'm doing my best here. Only harmed by Vodafone. Shout out to Vodafone. So, only 2 maps remaining for Romantic to win his first Holds Cup. Or is it? I think so, right? I don't think he has a cup win to his chest yet. He won Fast Cup recently, and a few iFang Cups. So that's quite nice. Okay, Romantic and Infi are ready. And we're just waiting for... I don't know what. Ah, for Romantic. Where's Remo? He will be back tomorrow. His internet was down for almost a week. Hey Creo, nice to see you after a while. How was your vacation? So, Infi ready, Romantic ready. Over we go. Into map 2. It could even be a clean 3-0. I think it's possible that Romantic wins 3-0. I don't know how serious Infi takes this. Oh, Yumiko is in the room streaming. How are you? Today I'm a little fucked up by my ISP, but apart from that I'm fine. Go! Yes! Last refuge, I'm hoping for a tier 3 versus tier 2 match, since this is like the best human mirror that we can imagine. Or early expansions, I think a lot of stuff is possible on Last Refuge. And again, we show you the players. Here they are, Romantic and Infi. Romantic with a 1-0 lead. Can he get the 2-0 and get match points? Or will Infi catch up and make it a best of 3? We'll see about that. Infi upper right, Romantic bottom left. Yeah, next Wednesday, most likely, we're gonna hold our tournament on the new maps that were created at the Back to Warcraft Hive Workshop Melee Map Contest. The winners have been chosen by our judges, Hightech and Sister She. So we have the best 5 maps, and I think we can run a tournament on them. So I think it's pretty set in stone that both are going for an Archmage again. Here's the first one. Here is the second one. And the early game will be quite slow, so if there's something you want to talk about, we can do it now. I think stream is fucked up already enough, but... Creo's still not home? Are you still, like, traveling? Where can I download the maps? I shared it on Twitter and Facebook. And there's a newsline on Read More. Just look it up. Or a headline at Read More. So, is there early expansion? Is there a mercenary camp? Creep? I think they're both going for the merc camp, right? And then get the Shadow Priest, and then... let's see where they go from there. Pretty much set in stone. Almost the same creep spot as on Twisted. Get a good item, most likely. And again, it's the gamble for True Shot and Row of the Magi. Row of the Magi for Romantic, that's quite nice. On the other side, Boots of Kiltalas for Infi again, which is like the worst you can get. So we have level 2.3 for the Archmage here, level 2.3 here, and the first Shadow Priests for healing and Dispel. Last time we had pretty late techs. Both are not skipping the Arcane Tower, or neither of them is skipping the Arcane Tower, which they can do from time to time if they are really greedy to have a fast attack. But I think they are very focused on the early game to build a solid foundation for their late game. He's calling more militia. This is an expansion by Romantic on tier 1. How's Infi responding? I mean, so far he's not pulling anything. Oh, he saw it. So I guess Infi's going for a lot of pressure. Going to level 3 and then push. Maybe wait for the second Shadow Priest. Oh, that will take some time. But yeah, this is level 3. For Romantic as well. Last Refuge also one of the maps where it's the easiest to go for that. Plus 8 intelligence already for Romantic. Of course, Infi knows all of this. And he knows, okay, my Archmage is inferior. I don't really have the forces now. I don't have a tech advantage. He's super low on lumber. Defense upgrade though. And he expands as well. So double expansion. Sentry Walls. Romantic is really lucky with his drops here on LR, that's for sure. Actually, he's not expanding. Did he fake that? To throw Infi off? To force him into an expansion of his own? And delay his tech? Because Romantic will be teching in a bit. And he's super aggressive now. Haha, I like that! A little bit of a mind game from Romantic. So how much damage can he do? Of course there's Mercenary, or there's 2 Shadow Priest and the Berserker on both sides. Romantic does have the better footman count, I guess. But Romantic's Archmage is quite low. Interesting skirmishes. He gets the first Shadow Priest, that's big. Romantic still has mana, still has healing, still has the spell. And even this Berserker isn't safe for Infi.
A player's forces are
so Romantic is teching now. Infi is not following yet. He did lose, or will lose, 2 mercenaries, and it's level 4 for Romantic. He out-leveled him quite hard. And the expo plans are cancelled. I mean, he does have a tower up, but what's it worth? I mean, against the Water Elemental, yeah, quite a bit, but he will just walk out of range and chase him. There's a lot more footmen for Infi, though. But that doesn't mean that much if there's Water Elementals. But Infi has defense, so still okay. Cancels the expo for the first time. Infi is still stuck with the idea in his head to get the expansion up. And that's really bad for him. I don't know if he knows about the tech. I like it. A little bit of kiting here, since they can walk away from defense footmen. And the Archmage is making such a big difference. But on the other side, the Shadow Priests do the main difference, I guess. Still no Brilliance Aura level 2. Still no tech. And Romantic's tech is almost finished. If this expansion gets through though, which it's not. I mean, let's be honest. He's just right-clicking now. And he cancels it again. Infi is wasting so much time here. Finally level 4 from the Display of the Water Elementals, but the key is to get the expansion up. He's 40% ahead on the way to level 5. And Romantic got the same situation on Twisted already, where he out-leveled Infi quite hard. And in the end, the level 5 Archmage is really good. And again, really good micro. Oh, just as he was about to send it back. A really good micro to save that Shadow Priest. But I get that oh, the Breath of Fire hurts. It's only level 1 though. I don't really know why he's going for the Panda now. Ah, since Infi's tech is gonna be so late and there's no breakers. Yes, of course. This tech, this Panda makes a lot of sense. Until there's breakers, man. There was like 4-5 minutes until he has breakers. Easy time to creep the Panda up. But not if Infi is stealing this camp. Quite big. And a big invul potion here, plus the heal scroll. I really like how he's playing this now. When Infi is out of lumber, he can't even get the expansion up. Tome of Experience there. Archmage gets it. Super close to 5 now. This game is actually turned on its head. Since, like, the Panda is out or something. this creep spot plus the Tome of Experience, and that's level 5 now. Yeah, have fun dealing with water elementals without too much to spell. Archmage is surrounded. Oh, Infi, you god! Pulling out the surround skills again. He's trying to fight out, but Romantic has to pull the Town Portal. No, swaps the Invul to save that TP because there's so much AoE now. He wants to get rid of, or force the Town Portal on the Archmage. What a block by Romantic! Invul Potion forced because, yeah, this is a wasted Invul Potion though. He gets the Priest. That was a big Invul. That took so much time. I don't actually know who won this now, but I think it's pretty safe to say that Romantic won it in the end. The Tome of Experience was really lucky. On the other side, there's Tex now. Priest with the Dispel upgrade are coming, and then level 3 Water Elementals don't look that good anymore. And Infi is not close to a second hero. He's teching only now 60% for Infi's tech. That's ridiculous. 60% tech. And he's even pulling Militia. With a level 1 Panda. He wants to end it now. We have a Zeppelin here. But it's a decent amount of anti-air, I guess. And here we go. Siege starts. With an almost level 2 Panda. Breath of Fire to get rid of the shop. There's no Scroll of Regeneration anymore. Militia being called. This costs a lot of mining time. He does have a good amount of lumber. But this will also... Oh! Book of the Dead! What a lucky coincidence. But is there Dispel already? Does he have Priest already with him? He does. But only on Adept. And he surrounds the Archmage again. Thank God that he saved his Town Portal before. But this Book of the Dead saved his ass quite hard. And he defends it again. He defends it again. 3 Ivory Towers now, 400 gold, 44 supply on tier 2, 28 for Infi. Trying to catch up with the Panda himself now. Also no Naga. He does have the gold for a heal scroll. And that means... Oh, it's an Invul, actually. And now Infi sees... Ah, damn, there's no expansion. And the new Militia train. He forced the Book of the Dead, and now... he's alone. His Archmage will drop Water Elementals here, but I don't think that's a real issue. His base is under attack. With this Magi, he gets level 5. And if he's lucky, a big mana. When the mana stealing, also not that bad. Plus 2 damage on his Archmage. Oh, actually he sells it for a heal scroll. Well, for a heal scroll. It's okay. Here's the Water Elemental drop. But as long as there's repair against the Arcane, he's fine. Plus level 5 Archmage, as I said. The Arcane Vault is still not back up. Everything is hurt. Infi a little too greedy, not building the shop back. Or maybe he was out of resources. Archmage has 3 Water Elementals. Everything is crimson red for Infi. He's dropping one unit after another, and Romantic takes the 2-0 lead. What a surprise for many, I guess. To see... Romantic that dominant. And this mind game, like faking an expansion, not going for it, and going into aggression from this. It's really neat. Prize pool varies in Holds Cups. Depends on how much the community is donating to the prize pool. Last time we know it was $175 for the winner. Before that it was $500 for the winner, so there's a big range. The next map is Terranistan. Also a map where it's possible to go for tier 3, if you so desire. Nice to see 500 people back, guys. You didn't lose faith in me. Yeah, this was interesting today. I'm dropping frames here and there, but I think most of the game should be fine. Hopefully Remo's internet is back tomorrow, so we start Senyu Cup with a bang, since I have to work. But I will be back Thursday. By the way, like, when did the stream crash? Like 2 hours ago? Vodafone said they would call me back instantly. Didn't do it. Fuck you, Vodafone. So, Infi is ready. Still waiting for Romantic. He's always taking his time. I don't know if he has some special preparation or anything that he does before, but now he's ready. And says, go, go, go! 3 match points for Romantic to win Holds Cup 15. Would be his second cup win this year after Fast Cup recently. I think the first edition of Fast Cup he won. Not so sure. Hey Tom, nice to see you again. Quite frequently in the past week or so. Maybe it's your fault. Tom, since you're back and watching all the time, like my internet goes to shit. Blame it on Tom. So, Infi 0, Romantic 2, we go into map 3 and maybe the final map of the day. Romantic spawning in red in the upper left, Infi in blue in the bottom right. And again, it's gonna be an Archmage war. Except one of them has a special strategies prepared, but I think on a big map like Terranas, it's not really possible. Maybe on AI you go for Fire Lord or something, but no. Quite easy to approach the Merc camp again. This wouldn't be a surprise if they go for that first, or for an expansion again. I don't think Infi will fall for it twice. So it just looks like Romantic has Infi's number here. He had the better solutions in both games. And since we saw him beating TH very easily in GCS Summer, that shouldn't be a big surprise, I guess. But Infi is one of the best players when it comes to adapting quickly and finding solutions to problems. The thing is, what will Romantic throw at him? Infi pulling Militia, and he's only going for the laboratory. No fancy creeping here, and Romantic's doing the same.
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
So again, same rules. Quick level 3, maybe even quick level 4. That's also a thing that Romantic always has, like quicker level 4, therefore more mana regen, more water elementals, and an early mid-game advantage. Mantle of Intelligence is quite nice for him. On the other side, Gloves of Haste as well, plus the Cloak. So this time, for the first time, the early items are better for the former world champion and the finalist of GCS Summer, where he lost to 1-2-0, 3-2. So again, Romantic is pulling the Militia. Infi is doing the same, as I said. Quick Merc camp. the Shadow Priests are just way too good to not do this. It is quite risky, but if you take it, and even if you lose a few creeps or footmen, if you have the Shadow Priest, that's so worth it. Scroll of the Beast, nice. Oh, did he steal something? Yeah, Infi stole the Berserker on Romantic side. That's a big drop in DPS, but on the other side he gets a bigger mana potion here. Which, okay, he is picking up now. Plus there's no level 3, so Romantic didn't kill one creep, or Infi stole it. And now it's level 3 for Infi, plus the Berserker. This is so much more damage. 2 Berserkers actually. Against only 1 Shadow Priest. How is he supposed to hold this? On paper, that's an easy win for Infi. He doesn't have the second Shadow Priest, but maybe with only one level 1 Water Elementals. That's not the biggest issue? I don't know. Trying to knock down a farm, I don't think that that's the most efficient thing, but he wants to position the Forest Troll Berserkers next to the towers to get them to get rid of them. And now, 4 mighty piercing damage weapons against this poor Shadow Priest. He's calling to arms, he's getting rid of one of the militia and finally gets his level 3. Has one more Water Elemental, has to summon it soon, but this time, this mining time, will cost so much in tech. I guess Infi is teching behind this attack already. On the other side, he but used a lot of resources for these mercenaries. He is in tech. He just started it, but Romantic is actually faster. Still has 5 footmen, so I'm really surprised how well he defended this. But Romantic is supply stuck now. No more mercs for him. He's getting way out of his comfort zone to get this little creep spot. I don't think it's worth it. Again, a Shadow Priest for Infi. This is Human Mirror 2014, where Shadow Priests win you the games. Most of the time. But he caught up in experience. Still has his own Shadow Priest. Or again has his own Shadow Priest. And as Foggy often says, only use the Dispel if you're 100% sure you kill this Water Elemental. Didn't do it here. But Infi has a big supply lead now, thanks to this one farm kill. That took time, a lot of time, but it was worth it in the end. Attack is halfway through. Shop is coming for Infi, and again little skirmishes here. There's still the 2 consumables. I don't think he wants to use it before tier 2, but he has to use it before the priests come out, so maybe that would have been a good timing for him when he had the 2 Berserkers to use that Scroll of the Beast and the 2 Water Elementals on the field. That was like his damage peak before. Once there's Breakers and Priests, you can't really use it. Is this 1.28? Yes. Again a Mantle of Intelligence. Plus 6 int on the Archmage then. We have a shop, yeah, coming for Romantic now as well. I wonder if he goes for the Panda again, since this time the techs are equal. So maybe it's double Mountain King. It's always nice to see the snipes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Everything is red for Infi. So he gets the most value out of this Scroll of Healing. Level 4 this time. Earlier for Infi. Quite a bit actually. And his footmen are hurt. And he's moving over. Okay, this is expansion time. Mountain King for Infi. Mountain King for Romantic. Plus double Arcane Sanctum. That's no big surprise.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, I see that Infi won the early game. He couldn't crush Romantic, but he threw him back big time. Oh, Tome of Experience and the Bonus Giant's Chain. Yep, he will certainly be happy about this. Level 4.6. I think 3-0 is very unlikely. Infi doesn't want Romantic to scout this, but he does with 5 HP. And maybe it's Zeppelin time.
A town
But
is under siege.
there's nothing next to the laboratory. And Infi knows it's time to defend. There's no pressure on him at all.
Attack.
50 supply. Good amount of footmen. I don't know if he has defend, but he should. First experience for the Mountain King thanks to this water elemental. And the only thing that speaks in favor of Romantic is that he caught up to level 4 and that he has a big mana potion. This investment, of course, is quite a big one. But it pays off. He can't cancel it anymore. Stormbolt on a water elemental. Yeah, there's no dispel. Infi is ready for this, ready to hold this. And so, mining starts. Priest upgrade quite fast. Wait, Infi is on 1 Sanctum? Oh my god. Why is he on 1 Sanctum? And the Mantle of Intelligence is still lying there. Could pick it up for a little min-maxing. Defend on Infi's side. Sniping the Berserker now. Dispel everywhere. And there we go. I don't know if the timing for Romantic is ready. I don't know if his Dispel upgrade is ready. But, oh, it's not. Not yet, at least. Big mana potion is still usable. But Romantic has to get away. There's just too much of Infi. And he's getting closer to level 4. You don't want to feed him into level 4. The Militia call was a little too late. But I'm still worrying, like, how does he want to play this with 1 Sanctum? Tier 3 tech, maybe?
A player's forces are under attack.
Food of Accuracy. That will help him a lot. And the Archmage is trapped. Okay, that is game. Or should be game. He's actually able to walk out, lols. But now the Mountain King gets the Stormbolt. The Mauler is helping. And this is no Stormbolts for Romantic anymore. Can't shoot out the last one. Level 2 for the Mountain King on his side. Plus, he's facing a level 5 Archmage. This time we have Clap. That's level 5. Level 3 Water Elementals. Infi is wrecking him here. And might start a comeback in this series. Romantic gets faster reinforcements though. Even Militia called now. Well, there's still a town portal for Infi. Mass Dispel everywhere. He didn't use the big mana potion still. He could do it now. I mean, the footmen are fighting the priest. Okay. Now, level 3 water elementals. There's no dispel for Infi. But his numbers are dwindling. He has no blocker line anymore. And the expansion for Infi is running. Plus tier 3. So there's this tiny little timing window. I don't know. He gets the surround again. Again, there's no TP. Again, he's stuck. He thought he had a counter block, but he doesn't. I don't know why I didn't use the water elemental, the mana potion there. But it's 2-1 now. And Infi is catching up, making this not a clean sweep. Prolonging this tournament for a little bit. And getting closer to 100 and at least 175 bucks. Can he start a crazy comeback? Can he get back? And can he win 3 maps in a row? It's Romantic's map choice now. He chooses to go for Amazonia. Get a new resub by Elagatua for 11 months already. Merry Christmas, he says. A little early, but once it's time, feel blessed as well. Okay, there's a commercial break on the Korean stream. So we will do the same here. Of course, subscribers don't have commercials. But for the other ones, have fun. And you can ask some questions if you want. Our schedule for this week is quite packed. Tomorrow starts Senyu Cup. And we have the lineup for Senyu Cup now. That is a team battle. That is a team battle for for $2,000, 15,000 yuan. And we have TH Romantic Sock Chimiko. Oh wait, I can show it to you, right? TH Romantic Sock Chimiko, Focus Fly Fast, So in Shao KK, 120 Lucifer, TBCBM, Live Foggy, Lawlight, and Sini. Those 16 players will be divided into 4 teams. We have 4 captains. Those are 120 TH, Live, and Focus. And there's going to be a mini game tomorrow. I don't know how that will look like. But the winner has the first pick. Then the second player will have his pick, and so on and so on. So in the end, we have 4 teams of 4 players each. Then we have a 2-on-2 first all the time. That determines the running order of the matches. And we have 2 best of 1s, 1 best of 2, and 1 best of 3. The first team to score 3 points wins the clan war if they're in the loser bracket, in the winner bracket. In the loser bracket, it's normal King of the Hill style, which always starts on Twisted Meadows, interestingly. And that's a 4-day tournament with those 4 teams, as far as I know. And so from tomorrow to Friday or Sunday, we will have Team Cup battles here on Back to Warcraft with Remo and me. Remo's here tomorrow, hopefully. I will be there for the rest of the days. So, what else is there? Next Wednesday. Oh yeah, you wanted to download the maps, I guess? The map contest maps. You can see them here. It's in German, but I think you get it. Wait, where's our... Oh, there's our Facebook post. That's in English. So, use this one. There is a link to the winners. There is... Is there a link to the winners? Yes. There's a link to the judges' opinions, and there's a link to all the 30 maps that were the entries here for the Hive Back to Warcraft map contest. Once again, congrats to Knecht, Arno Mines, and Mafe, who won this contest with their maps Thawing Snow, Swamp Temple, and Fields of Ruins. And especially Fields of Ruin, I think, is really interesting, since it has a random building. So, if you load the map, one building can be a mercenary camp, can be a laboratory, can be a marketplace, or can be a neutral building that doesn't offer anything. So I think that could be put to very good use in the pro scene. The second one, like Swamp Temple, is also pretty cool. Kind of standard. I think Thawing Snow with the boats and stuff, I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. But Swamp Temple, Fields of Ruins, they could be very likely. And yeah, I want to see a tournament on those maps. Maybe a little prize pool, $50 or so, just for fun before the Christmas break. That should be December 20 then. So if you want to participate, we will inform you on our social media. What else is up? We're trying to find some sponsors. Our sponsor presentation is almost ready. It looks very nice. I can show it to you. So if you have experience with contacting companies for sponsorship and stuff, feel free to offer your help if you have the time. Looks kind of like this. It's quite cool, I think. The design is really good. We have to work on the content. Like, those are random numbers at the moment. But yeah, this is what I've been working on for quite some time, alongside a few others. Also a reason why I didn't stream that much. Would be cool if that works. They say in 5 minutes we start the next map. Picture is quite okay, right? Funny thing is, we have another picture like that. We did it 2 years ago. I didn't even notice. Where can I find this photo now? What's a WCA? So it must be in a WCA. Must be in the WCA folder somewhere. Yeah, kinda like this. There's kinda common motto for our photos that people kiss me and I don't like it. We've been through some good times together, this Back to Warcraft team. So, the commercial in Korea is over. So we go into map 4. That orc on the Warcraft 3 cover looks like my first boss. Poor you. How is the boss called from... What's it called? The Dinosaurs? Mr. Richfield or something? Well, was that a thing in like the US or... D-Dinos? It was called D-Dinos in German. In English it was... Was it the Dinos? Oh, it's called just Dinosaurs? Okay. That was one of the best sitcoms back then. Will you come back to Thailand again soon? Nope. I would love to, but it's just too expensive to just go there. Like $700 for a flight. So, map 4. You have the players again, once again, maybe for the last time. As we load into... What was it? What did I say? Amazonia. And again, it is Infi in blue. It is romantic in red. Nothing changed here. Except the score! Because Infi caught up and romantic still with match points though, and this is his map choice. So Infi chose all the maps that he was comfortable on. And now romantic is left. I don't know if they have vetoes here, like Turtle Rock could be in, AI could be in. And Echo Isles could be in, depending on what they voted. So, Archmage first. Archmage first. And since this map is so small, I think you should really not skip on the Arcane Tower, because it's so likely that one Archmage runs across the base, positions himself here, drops a Water Elemental here, and then have fun defending this without an Arcane Tower. It's just so much damage, and so much distraction, and so much mining time. That delays your attack, and then your opponent has the advantage, yada yada yada, you know. It spirals out of control. So don't skip the towers. Thailand expensive? What happened to the good old time? No. Thailand itself is super cheap. But, you know, I can't just afford to fly there for $700. Just to have some fun. It was cool because I was in China anyway. And then it was cheap, but... Also, who's streaming Warcraft if I'm on vacation again?
A player's forces are under
that was my vacation for the next, I don't know, year. No, Thailand is cheap as fuck. And I loved it there. Gloves of Haste here. Claws of Attack for Romantic again. Oh no, actually Infi is red, right? They changed it. They changed it for whatever reason. Infi is red this time. And Infi is lucky with the claws. Romantic here. Ghost of Haste, nah, will not be happy about that, but gets level 2 anyway. This time, I don't want to say no mercenary camp, but it's a lot harder to get the mercenary camp.
Player's forces are under attack.
You have to pull the creeps and then get the Shadow Priest, which is not that easy, and you have to send 2 units there to make it happen, so most likely not happening. You see towers in the base on both sides, and both go for their level 3 with the Taskmaster. Quite interesting that Romantic is not going for his shop creep, because he loves to do that. One of the very few players who prioritizes that. But we see a Murloc creep here, we see a Murloc creep here. Infi a little late with that, but that's gonna be level 3. The Taskmaster gives a lot of experience. Replenishment potion for him. Mantle of Intelligence is nice, and boom, with his Tide Runner, it's level 3. Infi on the other side. Sentry wards dropped it next to the tavern. Will this be scouted? Not really, so he leaves it there. Items are quite equal, I'd say. Level 3 for both as well. So this is so far the most balanced early game we've seen, I guess. Seven footmen versus 5 though. Infi trying to go for a surround. This was the map where he surrounded 120's Fiends 6 times on one map. So he knows how to surround with footmen, that's for certain. 125, 125, so both have one more Water Elemental. Romantic is trying to buy some time until the Water Elementals expire. But I don't think that will be working that well. Tech here, almost at the same time. So yeah, surround would be the biggest thing right now. To force a TP and get rid of that 350 gold, but there's boots. And there's a lot of footmen, so I think this will not happen. Gets a kill though! Romantic with a nice last hit. Maybe Infi can seek revenge. But good micro again. It's like tiny little saves that Romantic does all the time. From map 1 on. And so most of the time, except the last map, he has more footmen in the early game. And in general, he wants to end games quicker than Infi, I guess. As you saw on TS, he was on 1 Sanctum, expansion play. On LR, he tried to expand. Well, he was kind of baited into that. Defend upgrade by Infi. And I think we haven't seen defend on Romantic side at all. And yeah, as I said, no mercenary support, even though he had the time now to go for it. How with the Water Elemental, you actually have to only send 1 unit there. But he's just staffing home to be safe. What is he staffing onto? Ah, there. Romantic again with her aggression. But of course, it's just a little poking. That doesn't hurt that much. The replenishment potion did him quite well, actually. So Infi is without a Water Elemental, Romantic can still summon 1.
A player's forces
and the techs are finished. Again, 2 units saved in the back of Romantic, 0 of Infi. But defend is ready. So the Water Elementals don't do that much anymore. And Romantic knows about this. Focuses on creeping to get his level 4. I wonder, like, 2nd tier Mountain King again? Yes. No Panda, no Naga, no Beastmaster. Just the tried and true Mountain King.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now we see the Merc Camp creep. The pull didn't work that well though. It gets the Renegade anyway. Fluid of Accuracy for Infi. And this is 10% damage on Water Elementals. And every ranged unit, that means every unit, later on in this Human Mirror. Ruined Braces on the other side, as I explained before. Even if there's a Mountain King on the field, not that great, as the Stormbolts will most likely land on Priests. So that's a huge advantage. That's basically 1 attack upgrade for free. Mountain King, double Arcane Sanctum on Romantic side. It's Infi again going for the tech. It looks like it. One Sanctum. Ah, there's the second one, sorry. I'm a little blind on that side. Plus 9 damage here. Potion of Invulnerability, and stealing that camp is so big, even though he doesn't get the experience on the Mountain King, which he, I think, would love. But he saves every single unit. Mountain King should carry a Scroll of Regen, yeah. So Infi times this so well. Oh, actually, is he? There's Militia coming to the right. Everything is hurt for Infi. This must be a town portal if Romantic plays it well. Kills the first footman. How fast can he go? Stormbolt on the MK. Counter surround immediately. But is it closed? I think it is. Counter Stormbolt there. There is no staff. Can he swap a potion? Can he swap anything? Yes, the big invul. And now Romantic is in trouble. He has the rune braces, but that doesn't help him. He's walking into his own demise and loses his MK there. Militia support keeps him up, but this was unnecessary for Romantic. Oh, no way! He walks out of the TP range. It wasn't actually a TP, it was just a staff. So he was too greedy, and he had such a good solution against this focus, and then just because he doesn't want to give up his town portal, he loses the MK. I can't believe it. Oh, what a stupid mistake! That's not supposed to happen. So now, Romantic feels very, very comfortable. There is a sentry ward, so Infi knows. But he gets, again, a big spot on the map. The second consumable spot. Scroll of the Beast can be dispelled by now, but Romantic doesn't have that much to spell. Mountain King is back. Of course, level 1 goes quite fast. 49 supply. And also, Infi is expanding. No tier 3, but the first breaker is up. I think he can sell the rune bracers. Will he do it? Huh. Doesn't. He keeps them. Heal scroll for him, and oh, nice. The staff again! Sending the water elemental there, and staffing onto it for the damage, killing 3 peasants, but it's too late for the expansion. And that buys Infi more time. He doesn't creep at the same time. There's basically nothing to creep anymore. Water elemental kills the worker, gets the blacksmith up. Ay ay ay. I think Infi is in a good state here. Archmage close to 5 with the flute. Gets a good amount of dispels out. Okay, has to TP out now. Doesn't want to do the same mistake again. And that's level 5 for both Archmages, right? Ah, no, he's still super close. But this won't make a big difference. What will make a difference is that this expansion is still not up. How much gold is it? 20,000? Ah, just 300. But Romantic still has its town portal. And is going for more breakers. Upgrades inbound now anytime soon. And Infi doesn't even have a blacksmith yet, if I'm seeing this correctly. Yes, I do. Footman streaming in again. There's no tower, so they will cause a lot of stress in this. But yeah, the Mountain King needs levels, and the Archmage was giving him the levels. Little invul potion for him. Infi's creep check is a little too late for this. Archmage takes care of the Footman, but this will take time. I mean, they will turn on defend mode, and then what? Infi is on 55 supply with 2 spellbreakers here. Romantic at 62 already. But I see only Footman. Ah, there's the 2 breakers and scaling half himself. First upgrade, of course, the defend one. As breakers profit so much from it. And Invis Infi. I like that this water elemental is here. Will he counter push? He can't really defend it except he TP's home. But he can't lose the town hall. Yeah, that's the staff home. But he used quite a bit of water elementals there. He will get rid of the peasants, but so will Romantic. He has to reposition. Supply is equal, but there is 4 supply here, stuck there, and 2 water elementals. So he's... I don't want to... No, he's not out of mana. But he used quite a bit of mana for this. Romantic's mining. is interrupted. Oh my god. Can't even get the kill on this footman. That's a lot more damage that stands in there.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Romantic is doing the exact same thing. And now we have the fight here. How much mana? Oh, one more Water Elemental for Infi. But Romantic has the heal scroll, so... Interesting situation. This harass, of course, didn't work that well. He didn't kill the entire peasant line as Infi did. Now we have Breaker Wars. 0-1 versus basically 1-0 since he still has the True Shot aura. And again, this one Water Elemental advantage for Infi. Close to level 3 Mountain King. Romantic is quite far away and he realizes, okay, I don't want to really fight this. I can't really fight this, but now he's kind of stuck to it. Heal Scroll is gone already. Level 3 on the Mountain King, and now Priest sniping can really begin. But he goes for the Mountain King instead, despite the Rune Braces and the Invo Potion. I don't know if that's a mistake, but he gifts him level 3 himself. But there's no mana anymore. This Breaker, though, went AWOL and gets punished for it. But yeah, Priest snipes. So nice to see. Almost an insta-gip, so the Mountain King can do whatever he wants. And the Spellbreakers clean up after him. Ah, Breaker Wars. Sometimes a thing of beauty. Water Elementals are gone, by the way, so Romantic is mining again. And now he finally loses the Town Portal. As he doesn't want to fight against this anymore. It's more Breakers. What about the upgrades? 1-1 is coming. Infi not going tier 3. Where is his blacksmith? He doesn't have one. He can't go for upgrades. Of course he's going army, like 100% army, but in the long run, Romantic's units will have so much more value. One more Stormbolt, one more Water Elemental. Same situation here. That was the last footman. 66 versus 63. Can he hold this expansion? Is there any item on these guys? Oh, heal potion and mana potion on the Mountain King.
A player's forces are under attack.
Only an invul potion for Romantic. Infi is hesitating a bit. Should I stay or should I go? Should I attack or not? He sends in the priest into the peasant. I don't know if that's the best idea. Kills one immediately. Kills the second one almost. With a nice concave of those breakers. But now the block line speaks in favor of Infi. Kills the first one here. Oh my god. This concave is beautiful. Last Water Elemental for both of them. Looks like no dispel. But Infi has way more priest. And the Water Elemental is coming in. He can't really dispel it. Water Elemental in the back as well. 51 supply only for Romantic. 67 for Infi. He's pushing forward with the perfect amount of breakers. With a perfect blocker line. Level 6 on the Archmage. I don't think he needs Mass Teleport in this game anymore. But he decided to go for it. He is ahead in supply. He's ahead in levels. His economy, yeah, it's kind of the same. The only thing that's better for Romantic are unit tech. 1-2 now. And it is Mass Teleport. He can now swap between this base and the expansion, and that will win him the game. Yeah, I mean, he could have sealed the deal with Brilliant Aura 3 at the expansion, but this is so much easier, so much more stylish. And the cooldown of Mass Teleport is just ridiculously low.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, so no upgrades anymore. These two Water Elementals are still causing trouble. He's walking back, but there is still the two breakers. He can easily get onto them once the next Stormbolt comes out. But he's saving the Stormbolt for now level 6 on Romantic side as well. And he actually caught up in supply. Oh, nicely done. Stormbolt on the Mountain King. But he follows him. And now there's only the normal Town Portal, yeah, that he has to take. That was quite cool in case you didn't see it. Infi Stormbolted the Mountain King off Romantic, so he couldn't use the Stormbolt to cancel Mass Teleport. But yeah, Romantic is fucking back. With his unit tech advantage. And now we have 2 times mass teleport. And since Infi is always the one using it first, this is way better for him. He can dictate the pace of the game, he can dictate where stuff is happening. And Romantic has to react, he can't send something here and then teleport there and kill the expansion, because then his expansion will die. $75 versus 77, but this looks like Infi has a way bigger army. Is there a heal scroll anywhere? No. Really surprising. But if Romantic turns this around, man, I mean, he basically had lost the game there. Level 4. I would love to see Thunderclap, but it's really hard to pull off now. Going into the base again. Killing all those poor peasants. 2,300 remaining. And TP out. Just compare. 1,000 gold ahead. 1,000. But he used 2 town portals that Romantic didn't use, so that's okay. There's another one. Again, mass teleport, and he wipes out the peasants again! Oh, Infi! I love games when you have mass teleport. It's just a national treasure to watch this. But now, the position should be kind of good for Romantic. He's pressing forward here. He does have a good line. And some units of Infi are not attacking. Look at this here, all in the back. They're blocked from each other. And the priests are quite healthy. Mountain King, though, in trouble, has to use the invul. Can't get back there. And he's forcing the 3rd town portal in a row. And this time it was not an aggressive one. So he can mine for a bit. So the question is, who's gonna get Mountain King to 5 first? To really insta-gip the priest. And it looks like Infi's the one. Still with his back against the wall. Still, if Romantic wins this map, then he wins the tournament. 75 supply versus 71. But two upgrades against 1-0. So Infi finally got his blacksmith up. This must be mass teleport. Here we go. But I think he will just teleport out of it. It was just a little distraction. He can't send anything into the base right now. But he's sending... Okay, that's nice. Romantic sending a water elemental now himself. Will he be the aggressor for the first time? Looks like it. Yes, it's the case. Will he focus on the town hall or the peasants? It goes on to the peasants first, then the tower. He's taking out both, but... Oh, I love it. Split push by Infi. The militia helped defending this, but now his town hall will be gone. He has to defend. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. Even a little aggressive there. That they're just jumping. It's like, did you see the new Star Trek? What's it called? That's exactly like they do in the new Star Trek. Discovery, exactly. Star Trek Discovery here, man. Just jump, 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 jump. And then one of those guys will go nuts. But Infi is not mining anymore. His main gold mine is dead. That was a wasted mass teleport, right? So he's not rebuilding those peasants here. He's just sending them over. And thanks to all the harass, there's still 1,000 gold left here. So in the long run, the harass could hurt Infi. 14,200 gold here, 14,000 there. 2-1 upgrades. So the unit tech advantage that Romantic had the entire game is almost gone. Still no heal scroll. It's not going for 2-2 though at the moment. No. It looks like red spot time. I like how he's denying the next chance for mass teleport. But he gives up the map control for it. Catca's Pipe of Insight, of course, will be sold. Another Water Elemental is coming in. He should see this now. And there has to be a reaction super soon. He wants to go to the shop, get a heal score. He has 500 gold. Just an invul. But yeah, here we go. Wipes out the peasant line again. Super quick. And of course, he has a town portal to get out of there. Or does he want to fight this? He wants to fight this! Everything is blocked, but there is a little range, so it's not that they're blocking each other the entire time. But now he gets out. Oh! There was the Stormbolt, level 5 on the Archmage. He has to stay in this and use the town portal now. Both lost quite a bit. Romantic lost a bit more, but Infi is not mining. Romantic still has double income for a little bit and 700 gold. What a game! What a game. 13,200, 13,500. Two invul potions now. Is it gonna be a battle? Like an open ground battle? Still one attack more for Infi, one defense update more for Romantic. He can fight with a level 3 Stormbolt, Infi. Only level 2 for Romantic. So insta-giving on the Priest is a thing, but he's going for the Mountain King. Can he use the Invul Potion before? Is he gonna be bashed? No, Invul Potion before. But there's a Zeppelin trying to help Romantic here. 78 versus 68. Infi is plummeting in supply. But he wants these kills, man. A lot of stuff is red for Romantic. He's not helping with the Zeppelin. I don't know, he's sleeping with this a little. Militia being called, but only from Romantic side. They will help, of course, with the normal damage. I get a good concave here in the south. But this one more kills for level 5. There you have it! And now 3 Stormbolts level 3. First kill. Where's the next one? We're just waiting for it. There's another priest. Oh, he's going for the MK. Can he reach? There's no Invul Potion anymore, but a heal scroll to save him for now. But is he really going for it? He has another one. Oh, there comes a bash. Where's the Stormbolt? He sends him in. And this is level 7 and 5. Can he get the counter kill? Doesn't seem like it. There's one more Stormbolt. Will it land on the Archmage? He's close to level 7. Level 3 Brilliance Aura now. The Zeppelin is finally coming into play. Infi is losing this game as it seems. 58. Yeah, he's going for the Archmage now. GG. Romantic turns this game around. And what a game it was. Holy cow. Romantic comeback king on AZ. It all seemed to be over when Infi had mass teleport, but he played so well against this. And Romantic is the winner of Holds Cup 15. Unbelievable how he fought back from this, man. Hero advantage for Infi the entire time, more supply, better economy, and still he made it work by perfect defense. And that was a human mirror. That was awesome. So I hope the lags weren't too bad. I'm really, really sorry. Fuck Vodafone. I hope you had fun nevertheless. And thank you for the support today, despite all these technical difficulties. Tomorrow Remo is going to be here at 11 AM for Senyu Cup with 120 Focus, Live, Foggy, Romantic again, Flies in there, Lucifer, Lawliot, all the greats. Oh, a lot of great players. And it's team battle, everybody, so get excited for Senyu Cup. We will see each other on Thursday and have fun with Remo tomorrow. There's only one thing left to do. Look below the chat if you want to support us. There is every single link that you can get. We have bits now as well, so you can send us some bits. You can be the first one to send us bits, actually. But yeah, that's it for me today. Have fun with the rest of the day with Chaco or whoever is streaming. Here are the Do Nuts Goodbye routine. Neo out.